Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make an animation in Unity. The first step is go down in the description and join my Discord, then go to the Unity tutorial channel and download all the things in there. The first thing you want to do is import your VRC SDK, which can take a few minutes. And once you get your VRC SDK, you want to import an avatar, but I'm going to be using the tutorial avatar, which is in the VRC SDK already. So you can drag it in and change your X, Y, and Z to 0, 0, 0, which will put it in front of you. So once you get your avatar in, you can right click on it, create empty, which will create a game object. The game object does nothing, but it's an easy way to keep all of your animations organized. So I'm going to type in animation. You right click and rename the game object to whatever you want your animation to be called. So once you have your game object created, you can right click on the game object, 3D object, sphere, which is what I like to do, and make sure the first step after you create it is to remove the collider. Once you remove the collider, you can scale it to however you want. The reason you want to remove the collider is if you have the colliders on and someone places down a portal, your sphere will collide with it and it'll send you through the portal. So you want to turn that off. The next thing you want to do is go to your folder wherever your avatar is and create a new material. I'm going to call it animation, just to keep things organized. And then you want to select the shader in the top right. So I'm going to be using the screen darken shader, which darkens the screen, which you can't see right now because I haven't put it on the sphere yet. So then, once you have the material created, you want to drag it onto your sphere, which will put it inside of your sphere. Then you can go in your sphere and animate it to however you want it. So once you drag your shader onto it, you can create an animation. I will call this animation sphere. And you can record where you want your shader to do. So let's say at 25 milliseconds, I want it to be completely dark. I can record that here. Or at 50 seconds, I want to go back all the way back to 0. If we play it, you can see it goes all the way up and all the way back down. So once you're finished with that, you can add an audio source by right-clicking the game object or what you rename to your animation, and audio, then audio source. So now you can go back to your project and your folder wherever you imported your audio and drag into the audio clip right here. And I like to change this all the way up, set this to linear and bypass effects. And then you go and you import the world audio, which was in the Discord, onto your audio source. You want to drag it and drop it on your audio source, which will add an animation to your audio source to make it bypass all of the world. So now once you have that, you want to uncheck animation. Close this, go to your avatar, animation, and create new clip. Now you want to call this, I'm going to call mine animation, and it should create a new animation right here. And you click add property, go down to animation and click is active. So now you want to check this box and come over here, double click right here to make sure that this is set to active, and drag this to 1 millisecond. Now you want to double click here. Now the one thing that you want to be aware of when you're making animations is if you hit control and scroll back, you can see this is actually 1 second. What looks like 1 minute is 1 second. And when you scroll back in, this is 10 milliseconds, this is 15 milliseconds, this is 20 milliseconds. So you want to make sure when you're animating that you have that right. If you have it wrong, you'll animate and then you'll realize that it's way too fast. So you want to make sure that you have 1 second, 1 second, 20 milliseconds, 2 seconds. You want to make sure you have all that right. So now when you go to project, you can click on your tutorial avatar make sure that all this is right. And if you play, you should see that the animation becomes unchecked. So now what should happen, if you unpreview, it gets unchecked. So now, if you hit play, it'll open up this game, but you don't want to be on game, you want to be on scene, so that you can still move around and see. So now, you go down here, and if you you can see that it plays. So now, the next step is to come to your search bar and type in custom, and you should see custom override empty. You want to duplicate that by hitting Control D, and then you can rename this to whatever your avatar is. So I'm going to name mine tutorial. So now you can click the X over here and go back to your assets. Type in here tutorial, and now you want to drag this into your folder wherever your avatar is, and then click on your avatar. And the next step you want to do, add component and type in descript, and you should see VRC underscore avatar descriptor. You want to click on that and it'll bring up this. So now you want to drag your tutorial, or whatever you called your animator controller, and drag it to controller, drag it to custom standing animation, and also drag it to custom sitting animations. Now once you've done that, you can click on the tutorial or whatever you named it controller and drag in the animation onto any of the ones that work with the shift function keys. So I'm gonna do it on thumbs up, which is shift F8. And now you want to go back to animation, play your idle so that way you can upload it. And then when you want to upload it, you click VRC SDK at the top, show build control panel, and you should pop up with this. So now if you are getting errors, you can play around with your animations until it gets fixed. And now once it's fixed, you can upload it, build and publish, and name it whatever you want. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.